halftime here in the Super Bowl. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now this team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here is Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Penix. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up. Mooney in motion. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to have it up for the 1st down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's caught! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now, this looks like a design run. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. And he's into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Back to throw here to begin the drop. The ball comes out. Oh, he gets it right back. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Back to throw.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. This team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Now it's Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. The tight end motioning left here. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Williams. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up. So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the 4th from New Orleans after this. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll send him over to the left. They'll go for it. It's Williams.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Now this time they'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now, faking the give, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground.
And he's in! Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Browns. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Penix gonna throw again. He bought all the time he could, but he's gonna be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll go play action, and the rush gets there. Down he goes.
If you can rush the passer, you can close out games, and that third down sack is going to go a long way to closing this one out. Forces fourth and long, a desperate offensive possession. It's going to all come down to this fourth down try. So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Slot receiver headed right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. On first down, right back to Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Victory formation here as he's down 2-E. And the Browns have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. What a moment. Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Cleveland Browns. They are your Super Bowl 61 champion. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too higher. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist.